In today's video, we talk about applying business principles to your personal life. This is a very controversial opinion that I have, and I know that a lot of entrepreneurs talk about separating personal life with the business aspect. For example, the first thing you might do when you separate the two is you manage two agendas. And in my case now, I only have one agenda. This is my life agenda. I believe that you should apply the same discipline and methodologies that you are so dedicated to implement with your business to your personal life. For example, personal finances, love relationship, or even in my entrepreneur's life to make my business better. I've tried over the past decade to separate the two, and also for the past 5 years to mix them together. And this video is going to share my views and my conclusions on that topic. I invite you to keep watching to see why I think it's positive, and it actually has helped me in so many ways. Or you can obviously disagree, and I will totally hear about what you have to say, and eventually it starts a great conversation. So the moment I realized I needed to mix the two things together was when it came down to changing my bad habits in my life. I was smoking almost 2 packs of cigarettes a day. I was drinking almost every day. I was not sleeping properly. I was not eating properly. And you could say that those things are actually related to your personal life, right? But because of that, I actually end up in the hospital for about 10 days because of a weak immune system. I contracted the virus, and I actually almost lost my business at that moment because I was not able to be on site working. So it actually affected my business life by having bad habits. So it was in 2018, and at that moment that got me started on implementing better habits for my personal life, and I saw immediate positive changes in my business life because as I was improving my sleep quality, as I was improving my eating habits, I was exercising more, I was trying to simplify my personal life, then I realized that I was actually a better entrepreneur. And that's actually at that moment where my hostel starting to really take off and become a very, very, very famous place in Saigon. So what I did is I took the business checklist or the business procedures that we had in my company, and I applied it to my own habits. So on a daily basis, I would check all the habits. It's called actually a habit tracker, and you can use this habit tracker that we normally use for business checklist. Like for example, your employee needs to do a set of tasks on a daily basis, and they check if they have done it or not. Then this actually comes from the business principles, and those who already have habits trackers can confirm in the comment, please, that it is a game changer when it comes down to implementing great habits in your life. Then I moved forward on creating my life operating system, LifeOS. This is like the iOS, or this could be like your business management solution. So imagine that this is your life software, and in that software what I put was my daily tasks, my weekly reviews, my projects, so personal projects and professional projects, and all of that being able to help me to organize my days, organize my weeks, organize my months, set my vision for my life. And because I'm using a Life OS, I'm as powerful as when I do a business plan with a business model and all of these things that we do in business for turning plans into actions. And the last example for this video is the best one. I actually have a CRM for my own personal life, and in there are all my personal relationship, or at least as many as I can put, and there are all my potential customers. But what I do is simply with my personal relationship to nurture them, not as leads necessarily to turn them into customers, but as a quality relationship management builder. That's super important. I've made a video actually on the CRM. There are many ways to use a CRM, But if you use it like that, you will see positive changes in your social network and in all of your connections you make with human beings. So for example, I have my father in there and I make sure that I set a reminder to contact him on a weekly basis, to tell him updates about my life, to tell him I love him, and to ask news about him, because his life is important for me and I want to make sure I am disciplined with those personal relationships. It's probably uncommon to say things like that, and especially to post them on YouTube, and I might change my mind in the next 5 years or maybe tomorrow, but I think it's a great conversation starter, and I think you should try to apply business principles or company principles to your personal life for more alignment, more disciplines, and a happier and simpler life. Because in the end, like I was saying in the beginning of this video, instead of managing 2 agendas, 2 systems, two types of relationships, you actually have one, and it makes things way simpler. And it's probably the reason why today I can say that after 5 years of trying this, I'm not going back to the old system. Anyway, tell me how you balance the two and what's your views on this, and I will be very happy to have this conversation with you. And if you like this video, please share it with your entrepreneur friends and see if they can also join this debate. Thanks for watching, and I appreciate you guys. Have a good day. See you on the next video. Bye.